Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming. And with me today is our Superintendent of Public Instruction, Randy Dorn, Jeff Vincent, who's the chair of the State Board of Education, and a big thanks to Foster High School, to all of the students. Yeah, Foster High School, yeah. To the principal, Jim Boyce, thank you, Jim, very much. And to the superintendent, Thilda Burke, thank you for letting us come here today. It's a pleasure. We have a very simple message today for the school districts and our partners across the state, and that is sign up. Sign up for Race to the Top. Washington students need you. Just over a week ago, I signed a package of education reforms that had one goal in mind, and that was improving the learning experiences for our students. We needed to make sure that today's students graduate from high school with the skills they need to compete in what is becoming a very global economy for us. This is the right work. It is challenging work. We need every dollar available to reach that goal. And so Federal Race to the Top program is offering the potential for us to receive $250 million and embrace the steps that improve our outcomes for our kids. In Washington State, the education community, principals, school board members, parents, legislators, teachers have all come together. Today we've got the head of the Washington Education Association, the head of the Principals Association, as an example of how we have all worked together to get where we are today. We've come together because we really see the opportunity to improve our schools and qualify Washington State for more federal funding. Today, we really do need the communities across our state, all 295 school districts, to join in the cause. School districts have until May 17th to return their partnership agreement to us, which will then be included in our Race to the Top application. We learned something in the first round of the Race to the Top applications, something that was the foundation for us as we work together all the way along, and that is nobody is left out of the game. Everybody has to be a part of this game for us to qualify for Race to the Top. The states that truly believe in reforming education, the states that brought their teachers, brought their parents, brought their principals, their school districts, their policymakers into the same room and said, let's all work together, were the ones that succeeded. So our vision is really quite simple. We want all Washington students will be prepared to succeed in the 21st century world of work, learning, and global citizenship. So we set out to achieve 4 goals in our application for Race to the Top and 4 goals for Washington State and all of its students. Number 1, we know that all of our children must be prepared to enter kindergarten ready to learn. Number 2, all of our students must be able to reach high academic standards, regardless of their race, their gender, or how much income their family happens to have. Number 3, our students need to be competitive globally when it comes to math and science. And number 4, we need to graduate students who are ready for careers and ready for college. Joining Race to the Top will help us reach all of those goals, urging us to move faster and giving our schools the tools they need to make it happen. We passed a package of education reforms this year. It positions us to achieve these goals. For example, we're encouraging our districts and our teachers to use local dollars to invest in science and math. We didn't enter the first round of Race to the Top. We had work to do. We knew it. We did the work. We are serious about reform in Washington State. So today I want to underscore this point. Whether or not we receive Race to the Top funding, the only way Washington can lose in this effort is if we refuse to compete. That's not how we do things in Washington State. So our kids can't wait for a great education. No matter where they live, they deserve for us to do right by them. And without an education, the chances for their success in life will plummet. So no matter what our challenges, our schools will have to deliver. I know they are up to the task. I am a graduate. My 2 daughters are graduates. All of us, my husband, all of us got a great education in Washington State. If we take advantage of these new reforms, we will improve our education system, but we'll do it together, not singling out, but together, all of us, all 295 districts. The good news is we have the opportunity for significant assistance from the federal government to get this job done. So to every school district in Washington State, from Clarkston to Blaine, I'm asking you to sign up. From Ocean Beach to Kettle Falls, I'm asking you to sign up. Everyone, please sign up for Race to the Top. So, to our school board members, to our teachers, to our principals and our parents who support our schools, please join me now. Join all of us in making sure that we're ready to come out of this as a team. Let's show the rest of the country we're committed here in Washington State to the educational success of every single one of our students, and let's show our students that we're serious about their success. And so with that, I'd like to introduce the Superintendent of Public Instruction, Randy Dorn. Randy?
Thank you. Well, first of all, I want people to understand, why did the Obama administration do Race to the Top? Because we all know we can do better, and schools have changed over the years. That's one reason I believe that it was great to have Foster High School. Foster High School, in a magazine, was rated as the most diverse high school in the United States. Things have changed over 25 years, and what it's about is improving schools, improving teachers, improving leadership of superintendents and principals. We also have the leader of the superintendents group here also. So we have everybody in the education world, and we want to include parents. They understand. The one thing that I've talked about all along is that we have one test at the end of the year. We have to have more kind of diagnostic tests to show us how kids are improving through the year. That's one thing that I believe this is going to move us to. And then also we talk about Common Core standards, and just to understand that, shouldn't it be reasonable that a fourth grader in Oregon has the same expectations in math as a fourth grader in Washington, and they should be similar of what they learn so that it can be a match, that we don't have 50 different elements all over the United States and 50 different scales. It seems to just make common sense, and that's what sold me on that idea. One unique thing about our state is that everybody says that you got to match up to Race to the Top. We believe we're making a blueprint for the future of education. And that blueprint includes STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. And we know in our state that is the future for our economy and building our economy. So we're making that a major part of our proposal, even though it's not major points in the proposal. But we believe you've got to do what's best for the students of the state of Washington. I also want to know that it's about elementary schools and doing a better job in math and science. We know we have to do a better job in math and science, and having to step forward and move forward on that. So those are elements that I think are important. The understanding is that whether we get Race to the Top or not, we will go forward with our blueprint to move forward. It's going to take some resources to do this, and I'm glad that the federal government is stepping up and saying we want to help you lead the way. Thank you. And now I'm going to introduce Jeff Vincent from the State Board of Education, new elected chair.
Okay. Hello, everyone. It's great to see the kids here. I can relate to. I got a son who's a freshman in high school, so I understand what you guys are going through, and really this is about you. It's about you and the kids in the earlier grades of really making sure that we live up to our promise to you to have the kind of future that you deserve. I really just want to reinforce some things that both the governor and Superintendent Dorn just expressed. This is really about education reform in this state and how Race to the Top can play a part in moving that forward. But think about what the governor laid out as kind of our 4 goals here. Kids entering kindergarten prepared for success, number 1. Be competitive in math and science, both nationally and internationally, which is really vital to this state when you look at what the types of jobs that are going to be created in the future. And attain high academic standards regardless of race, ethnicity, income, or gender. And then 4, graduate from high school, college, and career ready. And then finally is that the Race to the Top is really a way for us to attain some funds to kickstart the program. Right? In an economy like we have today, with funds being strapped, Race to the Top is a catalyst to allow us to get this thing going now. And that's why we need all of you coming around this, working together to get everybody on board, so when it goes into the federal government in June, they say, wow, this state is committed and ready to make things happen. Thank you.